So today I'm going to teach you guys how to style naturally curly hair using the LOCK system. L stands for leave-in, O stands for oil, and C stands for cream. First I'm going to start off with the olive oil cream leave-in conditioner, Moroccan oil curl defining cream, and Moroccan oil treatment. So I'm going to start out with the leave-in cream. I do the treatment a little bit different so it doesn't go in LOC, it's more like LCO, but LOCK is just an easy way to remember it. So I like to take it in sections. Depending on the thickness of your hair, you'll have more or less sections. I'm going to use about 5 or 6 for her hair. So I'm going to do just the front section, called the mohawk section. Make sure it's fully saturated. Take another section, rake it through the hair. Make sure it's fully saturated. Roots, mid-strands, and especially the ends. You don't want to have an afro at the ends and nice pretty curls at the top. Take another section, do the same thing. Really making sure you get the whole strand. I like to take about a a nickel size. Really just working that through the whole hair. It's best to make sure you comb the hair prior to putting the treatments in, but sometimes it's okay if you just finger through the hair. And go throughout this one last section, making sure the hair is all covered. Now I'm going to move on to the next step with Moroccan oil curl defining cream. I'm going to put 2 pumps of that in the first section. Take another 2 pumps and do it to the next section. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat that throughout the rest of the sections. So I'm raking it through the hair, making sure it's all the way in there. She thinks she knows what she's doing. I like to pull it up just to make sure I can see that I got everything. So now that I'm done with the cream, I'm going to move on to the oil and repeat essentially the same process. I'm going to use a nickel to a dime size amount. Work it through my hands. Oh, there's the product. That's the oil treatment for Moroccan oil. And work it through again. The first section, the second section, and then to the last. Oh, I guess this one's the last. Now I'm going to have her flip her hair down. Just rake through all of her hair, breaking up those sections. Make sure there's no knots in the hair. And I'm going to go ahead and scrunch it. My favorite part about this system is it doesn't leave your hair crunchy. It just gives your hair a really natural, moisturized curl. I like to let it air dry, but you can also diffuse it with a blow dryer. But I feel like air drying gives it just a really nice curl without making it too big. Really scrunching up those ends all the way to the root, making sure you get a well-defined curl throughout the strand. It's easiest to do this when the hair is wet but not soaking wet. And on yourself it should take about 2 minutes, but since I'm doing it on someone else and explaining it, it's going to take a little bit longer. And flip your hair back. Find where you part your hair. And flip it over to that side. Make sure you got everything saturated and perfectly curled. And there you have it.